It's interesting. As everyone here tonight, I mean, you all, for those of you who know about me and Ryan, how many of you have never seen us live before? Oh, wow. Well, welcome to our cult. Lock the doors, podcast, Sean.
Wait a minute, I'm in a cult?
I have news for you, Ryan. You're leading the cult. This is how it always works. No, Ryan and I are debt-free. We've been debt-free. But here's the thing. Like, we were in the corporate world. I made really good money.
Thank you.
I made really good money in the corporate world, but I spent even better money. And so there was a point at the sort of apex where I made a couple $100,000 a year. But of course, I had the big suburban house with more toilets than people. I didn't actually own the house. I just, I paid the bank on this 30-year mortgage that I had. I had the closets full of designer clothes. I had the luxury cars, plural. I had more than one Lexus. I don't know what the plural for Lexus is.
I'm pretty sure it's Lexi.
Okay. And so I had accumulated all of these things that made me look rich, but I was broke, man. And it got to a point where I wasn't just broke, I was broken, because I realized, like, the person I wanted to become, the person who was contributing to a community, the person who was helping other people, the person who was living a life that aligned with his values, I wasn't that person. In fact, I was getting farther away from that person because I was spending money I didn't have on things I didn't need to impress people I didn't even know. And in doing that, I realized I needed to make a change. And it meant simplifying my life. It meant making some sacrifices in my life. It meant delivering pizzas for a while to pay off some debt, even though I was in the corporate world. It meant doing some things that I was not comfortable with doing so that I could eventually live the life I wanted to lead. And now that we go out on tour and you all paid money to get in here tonight, and if I wasn't debt-free, if I didn't have that foundation, then I couldn't say this next thing is 100% of the profits from this tour are going to build a grocery store in West Dayton. We're from, thank you.
Thank you.
So we're from right up the street, Dayton, Ohio. It's the overdose capital of America, and the West Side doesn't have a single grocery store. There's 1 million people in the metro area, a couple 100,000 people in the city. The entire west side of the city is a food desert. Second hungriest city for families with children. And ever since 2008, they have not had a grocery store on the west side, and we're trying to help change that. But if I had massive amounts of debt, I mean, the thing I would have to do right now is, well, you all paid some money, and so I'm going to go pay off that debt, and that would be completely acceptable. But now that I'm debt-free, I have some options that I can do with that money.
I love the word options. I do. I really do. Because no one wants to be limited. We all want options. We want choices. We want to make some decisions about things for ourselves. We want decisions and options for our food, for the things that we drink. How about for your dreams? We need to have those options as well. I was in your camp. I'm a former banker. My income would rise each year, but guess what? So would my stupidity. No, I'm serious, you all. I would do it. I was like, all right, you know what? I'm going to get serious when I make more money. And I'd make money, and I got more serious. I got so mad. I got my W-2 one year, right? And I look at it, and I go, this amount of money came through my hands. And I was like, where did it go? I got mad. I went out and got my car. I was like, I'm going to go find my money. No, I'm serious. I was so irritated, right? And I drove by the mall, and I was like, well, someone in there. And it was a sporting goods store and restaurants, and I realized I took my money and I made it their money because I had a problem. I didn't have limits. I didn't understand my goals. I'm a hard worker, but at some point, you have to realize your hard work alone won't get you there. You need a plan that actually will work. And so it's so important for us to have that awareness, but then to make those adjustments. Debt is a thief. It steals. It steals from you now, and it steals from you later, if you start to think about that. And so I want more people to have more of their dreams that they're living. I don't want you to go work for Visa or Discover or American Express or any of those other people, because here was my wake-up call. If something happened to one of my children, Visa, American Express, and all the rest of them, none of them would care enough about me to come help me. They take. That's a one-sided relationship. So that's not a good thing. So I had that wake-up call and a perspective change for myself. So much so, I sacrificed the motorcycle.